So hi everyone, right, improving our impact position, getting better angles, better compression, a better contact on the ball, and even for some of you who are losing your angles or not enough lag, I've got a really interesting video here, probably one of the most important ones that you'll see. And we're going to literally force some of these angles and positions into the golf swing with a couple of drills perhaps that you've never seen before. Can't wait to share that one with you guys. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Plenty of videos coming your way. All right guys, let's get started and get on the path to some better ball striking. So guys, people that are compressing the golf ball, let's have a look at these two positions. Let's take the time to have a look at some facts here. Look at Nelly Corder, one of the best swings in world golf, on the left, and Adam Scott on the right. Okay, now the closer we get to these positions, the better you're going to hit it. Seriously, when we're looking at people around the world, there's millions and millions of people flipping it, not getting the angles, and not improving them as well, which is a shame. It's always good to work on the right information. We see Nelly moving down. We see players moving down in the backswing and then staying there. She moves down and then moves down again, and then gets into that impact position where we see, the shaft length 14 degrees, and we see Adam as well. We'll see him, moving down and then moving down again, and we can see that some of the moves, some of the positions here, stuff that we're showing on worldclassgolf.com. Guys, let's get further into the video. At the end, we're going to have a look at a couple of legends of the game, and let's talk about feeling, practicing, getting some of these positions and moves into your swing, and getting on the path to playing some better golf. Not a bad strike there, guys. Right, and we're going to be looking here at forcing some better angles, a better impact position, getting your shaft lean stop, standing up in it. Really got a video here that's going to help a lot of you understand how to get lag, angles, shaft lean, and just simply all around better ball striking, guys. And what we're going to be looking at is shortening the distance from your head to the ball, actually getting lower down at impact than where you started at. Now, why do I say that? Right, now have a look at this. If I'm getting in a position, we know we need 12 degrees of shaft lean, we know we need shaft lean to press out a golf ball, right? Now if I take my address position and I lean the hands forward, now you can see that the club head is in the air. I've shortened the radius of my action of my swing. Now if I get down a little bit lower, I can hit it with the bent right arm. And when your arm's bent, it will hang on to angles. Right? If your arm's bent, if you're hitting with a bent right arm, you're going to hold your angles better. Think about it this way. Now, if I'm going to stand up to this golf ball here, around this position, my right arm's quite straight, it's just slightly flexed. But if I stay at that level, I have to really straighten my arm to reach the ball. And when you do that, it's extremely difficult to get any type of angle at all. What we've seen in the past, and in the modern day golf, we see it movement down. We've seen it with Hogan, we've seen it with all the great players. There's been either movement down in the backswing, all right, or we've seen movement down in the through swing. Like a Fleetwood would move down in the through swing, and we've seen players like Hogan move down and then down again. And we're seeing players like McIlroy also move down. I'm going to show you both of these moves, and I know that sometimes, from the comments underneath that people are practicing, say, oh, I hit it fat. But look, to become good at anything, you need to work on it, right? You might need to hit 50 balls here, and it might be around the 40th you start to get a bit of a feel for it. Because in time you can actually incorporate it, it's not so disruptive. Right? You can actually bring it into a bit of a thought, and you can start to move yourself down. When we know the PGA average is 3 inches, we know they're moving down, and the closer you get to these positions in time, the better you're going to strike the ball. Now, if I hit a shot here, right, I'm just going to move my head down on the way down. You'll probably sort of see the head sink down. I'll exaggerate it a little bit here. All right, so moving down, I've got my head sort of sink a little bit. Now that's a great way to really force in some lag angles, a little bit more divot. I'm hitting off some pretty compact ground here, but that had some good compression on it. Now what we're going to be doing, I'm going to show you a drill in a second, but what we're going to be doing now is forcing in the head movement down on the way back. All right, now this is a great way to steepen your shoulder plane as well, but just watch this, as when you try this you might hit it a little bit heavy, getting a bit of movement down. If I get a line on the top of my head, you'll see it move down and stay down, and then you have to explode back up. I really did hit that really, really powerfully. You'll find you'll hit the ball. This is something that I've been practicing. You'll find you hit the ball further doing this when you're moving down and coming, feeling of down and then a little bit back up, you really start to grip and use the ground as leverage. You might like that feel. You might like the feeling of staying level and then down, but we need to get further down to get this shaft length. Now here's a drill to exaggerate it a little bit. We take our dress positions, all right, and what we're going to do, swing back, and then I want you to move down, and I really want you to feel like you move too far down. The left leg's bent, and you're bringing this left hand under the chin, and we've got this angle. Now when you put it onto the ball, we're exaggerating a lot, this shaft lean, really moving it forwards. You get some better sensations. Take it back, move down, bring it in, feeling it, and plonk it onto the back of the ball, and then you can move it into one feeling. You start to get a look at what you're doing, come in and give it a hit. Guys, getting this movement down, forcing angles, forcing shaft lean, 12 degrees, getting better compression, holding your lines and your angles. Let's now have a look at some evidence-based material and move forwards, working on the right things in the right direction. If you're after online lessons, check out CraigHansonGolf.com, helping people from all around the world. So guys, let's have a look at some wonderful ball strikers. Now, just by adding in a slight bit, I don't want everyone to get out there and drop their heads too much too quickly if you haven't done it, but if we're just getting in there and you're just feeling like you're sinking down a couple of centimeters, an inch perhaps, in that downswing, it's a great place to be. As we look at really, I mean, it's an essential part of the golf swing. Who's not doing it?
World Class Golf Instruction has over 700 detailed videos for every golfer. Practice programs and evidence-based material is applied to helping you to become your own coach and play your best golf. Join us in the chat room and join the community of World Class Golf Instruction.
And really to get the angles and get the compression, it's really, you have to have some of this in your golf swing. So work, on the correct things, work with the right information. And we're seeing Garcia, I mean, what a ball striker, one of the best iron players of the last 20 years. And we're seeing this movement downwards. We're just seeing by so many great players. People getting your hands on the right information and applying it effectively. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as I said, on worldclassgolf.com, we're showing people really evidence-based, great instruction, and giving everyone a chance to work with practice programs and in the right direction. If you're after online lessons, check out CraigHansonGolf.com. Guys, thanks for watching. I really hope we've shed some light on this topic and moving people in the right direction.